In every story of faith, there's a moment when life feels beyond repair, when the weight of years, pain, and loss becomes too much to carry. For Scott, that moment came about 6 months ago. A heart attack changed everything. His body weakened. His spirit, already fragile, seemed to give way. The strength to fight simply disappeared. Soon after, a letter arrived from the county treasurer. It wasn't just a notice of unpaid taxes. It was a final warning. Their home, the place that held every memory of his family, was about to be lost. But, truthfully, Scott had already been losing that home for years. 10 years earlier, his wife, the love of his life, passed away in that house. Since then, Scott hadn't changed a thing in her room. Not one picture, not one folded blanket. Grief had frozen time, and for a decade, he simply existed inside its walls, a prisoner of memory, standing still while life kept moving. Jonah, his son, was only 12 when she died. Now a young man, Jonah had grown up with the residue of pain and grief always tainting his confidence. He didn't have a job, a driver's license, nor any plan for the future. Social anxiety made the world outside feel impossible. So he stayed where it was safe, where his mother's memory lingered, in the home he was about to lose. But as their world began to crumble with bills unpaid, faith uncertain, and a home slipping away, something unexpected began to happen. Their church invited them to join 21 days of prayer. At first, it was just a commitment, a routine. But what started as a church practice soon became a turning point, a move of the Lord working quietly in their lives. This is the story of Jonah and Scott, a father and son, each carrying years of pain, stepping together into a season of prayer. Over 21 days, we watched faith awaken where loss had settled. We saw hearts softened, hope rekindled, and two lives slowly drawn back toward the God who still heals, still restores, and still writes new stories even after years of silence. This is more than a documentary about change. It's a journey of grace, prayer, and renewal. A witness to what happens when the Lord begins to make all things new. All right, today's day 13 of 21 Days of Prayer with Jonah. We're at the church, sitting in the church parking lot. See if we can see it. And we're talking about, first of all, I guess I pulled up to your house to pick you up, and you were waking up like 1 minute before I got there, and it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. What's up with that?
Yeah, I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. Yeah, that happens where I just kind of am up, and I had a really rough night last night. I'm not gonna lie to you. My dog Muffin, she's one of the puppies. She ended up getting she ended up accidentally knocking over my dad's pills and got into them, and so we were kind of freaking out about that a little bit. So I was worried about her all night. She's fine though. She was never not fine. She's a super dog apparently. But no, I really prayed extensively, and God stepped in and really took care of her. So she's fine, thank the Lord. But that really messed me up for the night a little bit. I was very overwhelmed. So I think that's the reason why I was up all night, really. But we had men's breakfast this morning. I woke up. I was like, no, see, I gotta take care of I woke up 10 minutes before men's breakfast. It started at 8. I woke up at 7:50. I was like, oh crap. I gotta take care of the dogs real quick, let them out, feed them, and then we gotta leave. I got there 30 minutes late. But thankfully, the guy that was speaking didn't show up, didn't start speaking until later. What was he talking about?
He was in prison.
Yeah, and then he was sharing his testimony about all that, and then started doing his prison ministry. I thought it was really cool. We had a good little conversation.
And your dad said to me afterwards, he said, hey, do you think they need anybody to cook for these? I'll be glad to cook. So he went over and talked to the guy that's in charge of it. He might be cooking next time. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's really cool. Yeah, and that friend gave me some bread when I went to throw something away, so now we got some bread. That's really cool. Then the guy said, like, he can feel the Holy Spirit with me. That is so sweet. When people say that to me, it just makes me feel all warm inside. That's adorable. That guy was really cool. His name is Roger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, then I, went home, and then I immediately took a nap, and I know better. I know better because I say I'm gonna take a nap. It turns into a coma, and then waking up like 6 hours later, right before you came and got me. I woke up, looked at my phone, and then you texted me. You saying you're here. I'm like, oh, all right, get up and get ready. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But I hate having my sleep schedule flipped around. What I say to you, I was born a morning person, forced to be a night owl. I gotta have my day ahead of me, and it makes me be in more of a good mood. If I feel like I wasted my day, I'm gonna be a little depressed for a while.
Well, you also told me that you're starting to figure out what are your dreams and goals coming up for maybe wrestling, maybe music.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So the goal last year, excuse me, was to win my first championship. I debuted in August of 2024, 2025. I wanted to see if I could, but and they're gonna hate me, but like, to open up the curtain a little bit, I was, like, me and my tag team partner Jack Sabbath, we were going to be tag team champions. It was going to be in the cards a few times, November, December, but unfortunately his mom passed away from cancer. And in my honest opinion, and I hope others would agree, a human life is much more valuable than a material belonging. At the end of the day, it is a prop. It means a lot. Like, in real life, it does mean a lot because it means you're the bearer of the company. It means that you're hardworking. It's a symbol of excellence, even if it is a prop. But, like, at the end of the day, it does not hold a candle to something like that. So I'm just fine with postponing that goal. I don't care. If anything, that was God. People say, oh, God teased me, but it's all about perspective. From my perspective, God was showing me what was possible. He was like, hey, listen, you will be a good champion. I do have that in the cards for you. Just not yet. Just be patient. So, yeah, I'm trying to be patient, because I'm can be impatient. I can have pride, be like, oh, we did this much, we fought for this many. None of that matters. None of that matters. So, yeah, that's my goal this year, to become a champion. And with my little brother Jack, excuse me, with my little brother Jack, become a champion for his first time with him. That'd be such a cool moment.
What about music?
Yeah, with music, I want to start making music this year. Music I could be really proud of. I got so much in my notes, so many ideas. I'm influenced by so much music. That's my other first love. My two first loves, wrestling and music. I could talk about it all day, but we're getting the house kind of situated in the right way. Because we gotta clean out her room, my mom's room. We need a trailer for that though, unfortunately, and money to take it all to the dump. The stuff that we want to throw away, like her bed, because on May 6th, it'll be 10 years this year, and we haven't done jack, so it's really been a miserable 10 years, as everyone knows. So when we clean out her room, at the corner of it, I want to get her desk. It could perfectly fit in the corner of my room, and so I want to get a PC set up, and then start messing around with some studio things. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I don't know anything really. I know this thing called Audacity, but it's not great. I made music on there. It's not great at all. But And plus my heart wasn't in it back then. Well, I'd say my heart was in it, but my mind wasn't. My mind was rather have gotten high and into drugs. And so I just made some cringe stuff, but that was when I was a teenager. This time, like, I'm going to make my child self happy. Make myself proud, you know.
What about tonight? What are you anticipating for tonight in the prayer group?
I don't know. I'm hoping that my dad comes because he's been having some. He took a nap too, but he's been having some chest pains today and yesterday, and it's hard. It's kind of worrying me. He needs to quit smoking. I'm not saying this is what's causing it. I am saying that. Excuse me. I am saying that he's been advised multiple times over the last couple of years he needs to quit because it's threatening to his life. He has a lung condition from smoking. Don't remember what it's called. I apologize for not remembering what it's called, but they said he had that condition has a life expectancy of 4 years. He'd be on the 3rd year now. If not, this would be the 4th year. He was diagnosed either 21 or 2022. So I'm very worried, to say the least, dude. I'm really freaked out. It's hard to even process it. It's hard to talk about. So I'm hoping that he comes here and we can pray about it.